students, I hope you all are safe. As of now, we have completed the lesson 1. Now we are going to learn the lesson 2. The name of this lesson is Physical and Chemical Changes. Let's start our class with an activity. Take one of your childhood picture and compare it with the picture taken within this year. Observe the difference between these pictures. You will observe the following. Your height is increased, your weight is increased, your facial features has changed, your hands and legs have grown. Can we put these observations under a single term called changes? Yes, your height, weight, facial features, etc. have undergone changes. There is a famous saying that quotes, "Change is the only constant," which is completely true. Not only you and me undergo changes, everything around us will change. Now we are going to see about these changes in terms of science. What are changes in real? Changes means letting go of the old and encouraging something new to develop. That is, the old one gets converted into a new one. In science, these changes are classified as slow and fast changes, reversible and irreversible changes, periodic and non-periodic changes, natural and man-made changes, physical and chemical changes. Now we are going to see these changes in detail. Let's start with slow and fast changes. What are slow changes? As per the name, the changes that occur slowly only over a period of time and may take hours, months or years to occur. From this, we can understand that slow change is something that takes hours or even number of years to occur. Let's see some examples for slow changes. First example is growing of a plant from a seedling. If you bury a seed into a soil, we have to wait for days or even months to see the sapling. So, this change of seed into a plant is called as slow change. Second one is growing up of a child into an adult. Here it takes years to happen. So, this one is definitely a slow change. Third example is formation of curd. Milk takes minimum of 4 hours to convert itself into a curd. Since it takes some hours to happen, it is also a slow change. And the last example is formation of fossil fuel. Here is a question. How many years does a dead plant or animal takes to form a fossil fuel? Yes, it takes millions of years. So it's very obvious that it is a slow change. Next change we are going to see is fast change. Now what are fast change? These changes occur very fast in a short period of time. Some changes may occur even in a split of a second. That is, fast change is something that happens really quick. These changes occurs even in a split of a second. Let's see the examples. First example is bursting of crackers. Here, crackers gets converted into fire and sound within a second. So, it is a fast change. Next example is lightning. Have you seen lightning? Does it take more than a second to occur? No. So, it is a fast change. Now, try blinking your eye. How much time does it took? Only a second, right? So, it is a fast change. The last example is shooting of a gun. How much time it will take? Only a second. So, it is also a fast change. As of now, we have seen slow change and fast change. Next, we will move on to reversible and irreversible changes. What are reversible changes? When substances can get back to its original form, they are called reversible changes. For instance, a substance A is converted into B. The formed substance B can again convert it into A. These types of changes are called as reversible changes. These changes are temporary. Let's see some examples for better understanding. The first example is reshaping of a Play-Doh. All of us would have played with this type of clay. We can make round shape and then this can be converted into a square. If you do not like that square shape, we can always reshape it into a round again. So it is a reversible change. Next one is melting and freezing of ice. These are totally interconvertible. That is, ice can be converted into a water by melting and water can be freezed into an ice. So it is a reversible change. The last example for reversible change is inflating and deflating of balloon. All of us know we can inflate the balloon with air and we can deflate it so that it returns back to the original form. This is a reversible change. Next we are going to see irreversible changes. What is it? Irreversible changes. When substances cannot get back to its original form, they are called irreversible changes. This type of changes is the opposite to the reversible changes. These changes are permanent. Let's see some examples. First example is frying an egg. Actually, the egg is in a liquid form. When we cook it, it changes into solid. Now, can we get back the liquid form of egg by doing any process? No, right? So, this change is irreversible change. Is cooking of food. We take the raw vegetables and we cook it. Once cooked, can we bring back the raw vegetables? No. So, this is a reversible change. Next is a baking of cake. Once the cake batter is baked, we cannot bring back the cake batter again. So, it is also an irreversible change. Next is a burning of paper or wood or anything. Once burnt, we cannot bring back the original one. So, it is an irreversible change. The last example is rusting of an iron. Compare a new iron nail with a rusted one. The rusted one have undergone lot of changes in its appearance, texture, etc. Can you bring back the lustrous look of the metal from the rusted one? No, isn't it? So, it is an irreversible change. As of now, we have seen slow and fast change and reversible and irreversible changes. Now we are going to see periodic and non-periodic changes. Have you ever wondered why winter is always on December and summer is always on May? It is because the change in season occurs at a regular time of interval. This type of changes is known as periodic changes. The opposite to periodic changes is known as non-periodic changes. Let's see this in detail. What are periodic changes? Changes that take place again and again with a fixed time of interval are called as periodic changes. These changes occur in a fixed time of interval. Let's see some examples. Phases of moon. The new moon and full moon day occurs in a fixed interval of time. So, this is a periodic change. Next example is rotation of Earth around itself, which takes 24 hours, and revolution of Earth around the Sun. It takes 1 year. This happens again and again at a fixed interval of time. So, it is also a periodic change. Next example is sunset and sunrise. This is also a periodic change. Next we are moving on to non-periodic changes. This is the opposite of a periodic changes. Let's see the definition of non-periodic changes. Changes that takes place randomly without any fixed time or pattern are called as non-periodic change. These changes takes place randomly. Some examples of non-periodic changes are earthquakes. Earthquakes happen in a non-periodic manner. It does not occur at a fixed time of interval. Next one is tornado. As we predict new moon and full moon day, we cannot predict the formation of tornado. So, it is a non-periodic change. Last example is volcanic eruptions. Volcanic eruptions takes place in a non-periodic manner. Next section is natural and man-made changes. First, let's see natural changes. Changes that occur naturally are called as natural changes. The definition of natural changes is very simple. It occurs naturally. That's it. Let's see some examples of natural changes. First one is lightning. Lightning is completely a natural phenomenon. It does not happen because of human activity. So, it comes under natural changes. Next one is thunderstorm. As lightning, thunderstorm is also a natural change. Next example for natural change is ripening of fruit. The fruit ripens naturally without the help of human. Next one is shifting of day and night. This is totally a natural change. And the last example for natural change is the formation of tidal waves. Next change we are going to see is man-made changes. Now, what are man-made changes? Changes occurs due to the activities of human beings are called man-made changes. The natural changes occurs naturally, whereas man-made change occurs due to the activities of human beings. Let's see the examples. The first example for man-made changes are constructing a bridge. In building a bridge, the plan is done by a human. Humans are employed in building up of the bridge. So, it is a man-made change. Next example is cutting of trees. Humans cut the trees for their luxurious living. So, it is a man-made change. Next example is making of alloy. Metal is the one that occurs naturally. Alloys are made up of mixing of metals. This is done by humans. So, it is a man-made change. As you see in the picture, three metals are melted and mixed together to form an alloy by human. The last example for man-made changes is making of jewelry. The metals or alloys are made into a jewel by human. So, it is a man-made change. The last category of types of changes is physical and chemical changes. Let's see what is physical changes. In physical changes, physical properties undergoes changes. Now, what are all physical properties? Size, shape, state, and appearance. These are all the physical properties. These properties undergoes changes in case of physical changes, whereas the chemical composition do not change. In physical changes, the physical properties only will undergo changes, but the chemical composition do not change. Let's see the examples. The first example is melting and freezing of ice. Here, the state changes into liquid and solid, but the chemical composition remains as such. That is, it remains as water. So, it is a physical change. Next example is folding of paper. When we fold the paper, the size shape of a paper changes, but the paper remains the same. The quality of the paper remains the same, and the chemical composition also remains the same. So, this is a physical change. The last example is inflating the balloon. If you fill air inside the balloon, the physical properties like size, shape, and appearance will be changed, but the chemical composition of the balloon and the air filled inside remains the same. The last change of this chapter is chemical changes. Change we are going to see today is chemical change. Now, what are chemical changes? In chemical changes, the new substance are formed with composition and properties that are different from that of the original substance. Here, the composition and the properties will differ from that of the original substance. Let's see some examples. First example is formation of curd. The milk changes into curd. In this case, the appearance changes along with the change in chemical composition. The milk gets converted into curd, which is a new substance. This is a chemical change. Next example is rusting of an iron. Here, the appearance, texture changes along with the chemical composition. The iron reacts with water vapor in the atmosphere and with the air to form a new substance, that is rust. The properties of rust is different from that of the iron. So this is a chemical change. Next one is burning of paper. The paper gets converted into ash, which is a new product. So this is a chemical change. And the last example is formation of fossil fuels. Here, the dead plants and the animals gets converted into a new substance, that is fossil fuel. The properties of fossil fuel is different from that of the dead plants and animals. So it is a chemical change. That's all for today's class. In today's class, we have seen what are all the changes and their types. The assignment questions are: differentiate between natural and man-made changes. Bursting of a cracker is an irreversible change. Give reason. Give example for physical change. What is a chemical change? List out the type of changes. Last one is a true or false question. Melting of ice is a physical change. True or false? The answers for these questions are given in this video. Write the answers in your chemistry notebook. Thank you.